So I wanted to introduce myself because not everybody knows. I think I've met everybody here, at least virtually, but not everybody knows exactly who I am and where I just sort of floated in to Wahkiakum County, and nobody really knows how I got here, I think. So it was purely by chance that we ended up here, and I truly believe we're meant to be out here. So we're super thrilled to be in Wahkiakum County. I'll tell you a secret. We used to call it Wahkiakum County because we would just drive through. And my background is as a business owner. I had my floral design business for 13 years. And I had a little shop in a little town of Kalama and ran the shop for 5 years. I opened it in 2007. And who can tell me what happened in 2008? So, yeah, so I've run a business during a pretty downtime and in a small town. So I can heartily relate to what is happening on a little different level. But I had a wedding to do, and they said they were getting married at Grays River on a bridge. I didn't even know where Grays River was. So we had just bought a fifth wheel, and we ended up coming to camp at gorgeous Vista Park. We fell in love. And we own a home in Kalama. Our oldest kids live there with my grandkids. They're working on buying it from us. And that's how we landed out here. So now we live on the island. May have to sell our fifth wheel because I'm tired of looking at it after being in it for 18 months. So if anyone's looking for a fifth wheel, make it a heck of a deal. And I don't do my floral work anymore, but it is still my passion, my love. I love to garden, anything that grows, and pretty much anything creative. You can count me in for, even if it's coloring. Most of the time when I'm on your Zoom calls, not yours, Bill, of course, not yours, but you can find me doodling, yeah, on the edges of whatever. We all do. It helps me think. So I was hired here to be the assistant director just a year ago, and then when Stephanie went and stepped down, then I was the interim director and then hired officially in October as the executive director. So that's how I ended up here. I love it. I love meeting people. I'm a total people person. And if you guys want to come hang out in this office, we've got room to be socially distant. We have Smarties and coffee and candy canes and great conversation, of course. So you guys are welcome to come in anytime. I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So that's just me. I've been on chamber boards before in Kalama and been parts of Woodland Chamber, and I've dealt with COG a little bit in the past. So some of this is very familiar to me, and excited to bring my experience to our chamber here in Wahkiakum County. The first event I went to actually was at the Little Island Creamery, where Stephanie and I went together, and we were both, because we were both on the Kalama Chamber, we were blown away that this little tiny county could put on such a party. We were like, okay, we gotta get involved here. This is awesome. So that was a really great event. And we're hoping that we can do some fun ones soon in the future. So that's me. Oh, I also have a lot of background in event coordination. If you guys have been to the Woodland Tulip Festival, they don't do them anymore, but it was a big thing. I worked out there for 5 years and put together an amazing, overwhelmingly amazing festival. A lot of fun. We did vendors. We did showcases. I got to do landscape design. We entertained tens of thousands of people in a 2 weekends time period. And then we would do a big festival in the fall for planting. So if you need to know anything about tulips, I can help you with that too. So I just wanted to welcome our new board members. I don't think anybody's on from our new board members, but we're excited. We have a 16-seat board, which is a lot of people. We're grateful to have everybody that wants to help us out. Andrew Weiler from the Eagle newspaper is one of our new board members, and we're super jazzed to have him bring his skill set. Alan Berry from Oliver's Olives, and I actually know Alan from the Tulip Festival. He was one of our favorite vendors. So he's out in Grays River, and we're thrilled that we have somebody out on that side of the county to represent the chamber and to be a voice for us out there. Cheryl Bolin, which She's on the island and she is a volunteer with the fire department. And because I know some of our events coordinate with the fire department, I think that'll be a really nice match. And then Jim Melvihill, which is Dr. D's, our chiropractor. It's her dad, and he has an extensive work background and will be a real gift to our chamber. So we're excited to have some new enthusiasm and new blood and new ideas on our chamber board. So I'm going to turn the time over to Shannon now. She is our new chamber president. She is already on fire, and she's got some great things that she's already been working on. So take it away, Shannon.
Right. Well, good morning. So if you haven't met me already, I see some new faces that I haven't met yet. So I've been on the chamber board for, I think it's 6 years now. And before that, I was just one of our chamber members and attended monthly meetings. And since I've been on the chamber board now, reason I joined is because my husband and I own Skamakwe Resort, and it's a hotel and general store with vacation rentals. So I know part of every community you have a lodging tax. So I was curious where, my hard-earned money was going, that, you have these people come in and they're at your business, and how that money was being used in my community. So I thought, what a better place to go than the chamber to find that out, and what activities they're doing in your community. So I really enjoyed getting to do all the different activities and learning about how things work in our community. And now I'm excited to take on the president role and get to help lead some new ideas around here. And, we have a lot of new people just in the community in general. And I think we're at a point now where we're ready to grow in new ways on there. I think one good thing about me being on the board is, with my business background, I'm a little bit more of like a jack of all trades. So you could say, I'm not just focused on the retail side of my business. There's a little bit of everything that we do here, being when you own and operate it yourself. And that's pretty much me right now. And I think the biggest part that I'm going to bring this year is being a business owner. I know all of our businesses, we're in this really weird, unique spot where, if you probably heard the saying, if you don't shop local, buy local. So I'm committed to reaching out to all of our local businesses to what we can do to help improve just anything we can for them right now, so we can all survive through this crazy COVID mess, and just, what new ideas will bring people to our community.
So one thing I learned running a business through, I ran my own business through the 2008 event. And then when I worked at the tulip farm, there were other things that were happening on the grower side. And what I learned from those two things is that if you're a business owner running a business, sorry, I thought I turned that ringer off, which I did. I don't know what's ringing, sorry. That's you calling, I'm not answering the phone. Is that you really set your passion for your business if you can survive these challenges. Right. And it helps you refocus on what your priorities are, and it helps you be creative on how to build your business. So just hang in there. We're going to get through this, and we're going to come out stronger on the other side. And all pep talk.
To touch on that. So we had our business, we moved here in 2013. And before we moved to Wahkiakum, we vacationed up here for 7 years. And, we were in Cathlamet, but, we kind of always just drove past this main street. We used to go get ice cream at what's now Greg's. So that was kind of our routine. We'd get ice cream, and we would drive to the coast when we would go do things. We would go to Astoria, the Maritime Museum, and just check out Seaside. So we really never knew to pull down here. And the funny thing is that there had to have been bald eagle days, because we'd come for 2 weeks every summer, 7 years before we moved up here. So I was just thinking the other day, I've actually been involved with Wahkiakum for almost 15 years now, which sounds crazy. So just having the experience kind of like Stacy's too, where you come to this community and you're just observing everything around it before you jump in and start doing these things, I think gives us a good perspective of, how did I vacation up here for so long and miss Bald Eagle Day weekend? I mean, I was up here, and that's one of the funnest, things that we have in the summertime, and there must've been a sign or something. But surely if we had known, what a party we were missing, we would have come down to Main Street and checked it out.
So on that note, we have our new event calendars are here. Woohoo! And I'm just thinking, sorry, I disappeared. I'm thinking positively. So we put events on here because we're going to make it happen. We're going to make Bald Eagle Days happen, even if it has to look a little bit different. There's some other really fun events that are coming up. So if you don't have a calendar or you want a set of calendars for your business, maybe we can put some at the bank. Then that'll help get the word out. I also have 30 envelopes ready to go to other chambers and visitor centers in the region so that people that are touring other places have access to that, because you may not come here to pick one up, but maybe you're in Astoria or Mount St. Helens or someplace and you see, oh, here's this tiny little, let's go check out Wahkiakum County. It looks like they know how to have a good time over there. And I think we do know how to have a good time. So we have, Shannon, did you want to talk about the Shop Local project that we have coming up?
Yeah, so super excited about this project. Thinking on that creative aspect of how we can reach out to businesses and let everyone know, we're all a team. So we're going to be doing a Shop Local campaign, and it's a campaign where we're going to be placing the same symbol. We've come up with a really cool new symbol that has our Wahkiakum County logo, but it's formatted into a fun Shop Local, Dine Local graphic. And we're going to get that graphic out to different businesses in the area. And, the idea behind it is the community. We want everyone to feel like, when you go get your cup of coffee in the morning and you see that Shop Local campaign there, and then maybe you go get your groceries across the street later in the day, or you happen to go to Grays River and check out, Duffy's for dinner or whatever it is, that sense of unity for all your businesses, I think gives everybody a little bit of a boost of, hey, we're all in this big campaign together. And the other part of it is we're going to be doing just some fun swag with it. So, who's been guilty of like a gift with purchase, and so if you shop at these different businesses and you collect your receipts and bring them into the chamber, we're going to set, if you get a certain amount of purchases in the month and you take your receipts in, you'll be entered into a drawing. So we're gonna have some really cool goodies you can check out once we get all that going to win. And it's going to give the community a thing to feel like they're being a part of something. They're helping these local businesses. Everyone already knows when you shop at a small business, your money goes farther than shopping online and helping a bigger company. You're helping the small business that donated to your kids' baseball team, or whatever event was going on in town. So it's bringing that money so much farther in your local community right now. And we want our local people to know that we appreciate their business. And, this is just a way to give back to our businesses right now.
Yeah, we're excited. And it'll be fun to watch that one grow, because I think that one's got some real teeth to it. Yeah. Hey, James, do you have Emmett nearby?
Yeah.
So for those who haven't met Emmett, he's a cute little guy that we picked up at Emmy's Cottage, which if you haven't been there, is a super fun place. Bring your debit card. There he is. So Emmett is there he is. He's our Wahkiakum wanderer. And we picked him up at Emmy's. He wanted to come home with us. And he's been hanging out with James at Farmers Insurance. Is he staying out of trouble, James, or?
Yeah, for the most part. He moves every morning. So he's,
keep him out of the candy dish, because he gets a little crazy when he's got too much sugar.
He's pretty good, though.
Yeah, he's pretty docile. So he hung out at Skomakaway Resort and had some adventures, and that was on our chamber chat. So that was fun to read about. And so James, he comes with a journal. So hopefully he's been writing in his journal and telling us what's going on with James and his office. James has a great office that was recently redecorated by Lorraine Carson. So she's our local interior designer. So James, anything you want to say about Mr. Emmett?
Anything I want to say about him?
Yeah, or your business.
Well,
did you sign up for a policy, or?
Yeah, no, he's uninsured. He's still too young. He's still too young, I believe. I don't know how old he is, but I think
he's an elf. He could be like 100.
Now they age well.
They do.
Yeah.
He was trying to get into the wine at our business, and I was like, hey, you don't have your ID with you, buddy, and I can't risk that right now, you know. So
yeah, well, I guess I didn't know his age, so we'll have to check his prior insurance. And
maybe do a little background check on him. Yeah.
Sure.
With Emmett,
oh, go ahead, Shannon.
I would say with Emmett, so I mean, as you could tell, look, we're already all smiling, talking about this fun little stuffed, you know, character. I think he's just going to be such a fun way for him to visit businesses and have someone look forward to, you know, if it's each week or every other week when we have this Emmett story, and it's from the business owner's perspective. And, you know, when we first got him, it was just like, you can't help yourself putting this little character in your car and, you know, coming up with a fun story for him. I mean, it was hard for me to bring him back to Stacy because, you know, like my kids saw him and we had a great time with him. We had him during the time of Elf on the Shelf too. So we had our elf we now moved to our business over here. So we, you know, Emmett got to meet our Elf on the Shelf, and he helped do different things at the business. And, you know, you probably saw in our chamber chat, but it was just a fun way to get our business name out there. Maybe you haven't seen different parts of it. And then when he checks out James' business, you know, it's just, I'm excited to see what creative stuff James comes up with, you know, and I think as he visits different businesses in town, it's also in a different perspective. You're getting to see a little bit of that business owner's personality too, because it's how creative you want to be with this little character. I mean, when Stacy picked him up, she sent me a picture. She's like, he's driving, you know, he's sitting on her steering wheel, because it just brings you, I'm sure I sound goofy saying it, but I mean, it's those little things that bring you joy. And if this little stuffed dude brings you joy in having a fun story, I don't know, James, if you had fun just with that little guy on your desk, you're like, man, it's a long day, but what's Emmett up to?
Yeah, I definitely have people asking what's the deal with him. So I'm excited. I will get a post up today, and you know, we'll get him on a little journey for sure.
Yeah, cool. I know he's looking for love. He was missing his little elf on the shelf from Shannon. So with Valentine's Day coming up, he's looking for a little old girlfriend. And I think he's headed over to Jabber Shack next. And I noticed when I was in Sue's store that she has some pretty cute little elves in there. So Emmett just might find love here on Main Street, USA. So we'll see.
On Valentine's Day, maybe?
On Valentine's Day. Yeah, that used to be the most stressful week, by the way, when you're a florist. If you have a friend who's a florist, go take her some lotion or Epsom salts or a bottle of wine or something, because she's going crazy right now. So, great. So also, I know people ask all the time, what the heck are you guys doing at the chamber since we're not having events? But trust me, I've been really, really busy in here. So I've been busy in here because most of the time I'm in here working by myself. We did have some help with grant work from Cecile, thank heavens, and she is the Excel queen, which is fantastic. And Jean knows that Excel and I are not best friends. So I'm learning to love Excel, but it's not creative. I can't put glitter and sparkles on it, so it's not as much fun to me. Stacey. But we did run through grants 1 and 2 through here, which was really intense. We actually were able to hand out over $300,000 in grant relief for our local businesses, which was really, it was awesome. It was awesome to meet these businesses on a different level, not just shopping from them, but hearing their stories and getting to know them on a more personal level, and to be able to help somebody find relief through the grant money was really great. We also are working on our broadband project to get internet downtown on Main Street. So that's a multi-faceted project, but we do have our hands in that little project. We're working hard too to reconnect with our ports a little stronger, and our community efforts, the farmers markets, both of them, and the community center across the street with Cecile, which has been a really great thing to have her over there. We actually cross paths a lot, almost every day. She goes, do you know anybody who's hiring, or is there a resource for this? Or I send people over there that are looking for resources. So having the community center open and well-staffed has been a real blessing for our community. So we are very grateful to have Cecile over there. As far as the activities go, I mentioned Bald Eagle Days. We're doing it, friends. I'm just telling you right now, Bald Eagle Days is going to happen. I'm not taking no for an answer. We're also on our map. Last year, we did a motorcycle fundraiser. It was really successful and a lot of fun. So we're going to do 4 of those this summer. One of them will probably be for WAG, which is our Wahkiakum pet. It's a project for animals. And they just had a great fundraiser where they raised a bunch of money, and they got donations for food and pet, products and that kind of stuff. So we're going to do a WAG fundraiser. And usually we do like a poker run or a game that goes with it that people pay into. And then we do a sort of split the pot thing, and half the pot goes to whatever we're fundraising for. But I'm thinking it'd be fun to do WAG where people can maybe put little ears on their helmets or dress their bike up, whatever they want to do. I think that'll be fun. And one of my real hopeful projects is to really promote agritourism out here. So we have new owners at Skamakaway Farmstead Creamery. If you have not been out to see the baby goats, you need to go see the baby goats, because your day will change after you've gotten a hold of baby goats. They also have a pig and a donkey, a horse, and some alpacas. So if you haven't been out there, introduce yourself. They have some great things coming up. But agritourism is one thing that I really want to press out here, because I think we have great opportunities. And of course, tourism is how we kind of survive out here. So we are really focused on that this year. I would just encourage, if you're a business owner with a shop front, if you want to decorate for Valentine's Day, we've got a little heart in our window, and inside the heart has things that I particularly love about Wahkiakum County. The community center has the Christmas tree still up, and it's decorated. You can go in there and write on a heart what you love about Wahkiakum County. So if you want to put some lights in your window or just some hearts on the window for Valentine's Day, we would love that. And their goals looking forward for our coffee shop is to involve all of you. So it's not me talking, it's you. So if you have ideas on how to make, you found this great little secret that you want to share with everybody else, or a little way to help somebody get over a hurdle. You have tax information from Jean or banking information. We are excited to hear from all of you. So if you don't want to be on camera and talk, that's fine. You can send me an email and say, please share this information for me. I'll be happy to do that too. But I would invite you all to send me an email and say, sign me up. I'll be on and share this great idea with you. So this is because we still can't get together in person as much, but this is hoping to reach, because our county's pretty spread out, we can have a pretty far reach doing Zoom. So thankful for Zoom. And anything else you guys want to throw out there? I think we're going to get closed up here in a minute, but I'm so excited you were all here.
I think a positive spin on last year being such a crazy year is, and not getting to have the events we all normally look forward to, is it's allowed us to get creative again and think of these new things that can bring our businesses together. And, we usually spend so much time on, our core projects that we already have, and knowing that we want to get back to those, and we've got a lot of those fine-tuned, but what new things can we bring? It's sparked a new light in a lot of people. A lot of businesses have pivoted and found new things to keep people excited. So that's one thing at the Chamber is we, got our creative hats on, and, I'm so pumped about this year. Like it's January and we are rocking and rolling. I feel like we have a great team, and I don't know, just so many exciting things are going to happen this year. So.
This is Sue from the Jabber Shack. I just want to let you guys know that we're planning on trying to do a Fiber Fest at the fairgrounds. And I'm hoping that everybody, once we get it started, you'll share it on your Facebook pages and your personal pages and your business pages to help us get it out there.
Super excited about this project. That is like ultimate agritourism opportunity right there. So Stephanie, we found you.
Muted.
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted. There you go. I was driving, so I didn't want to be on video and everything else, but I was listening the whole time. So
yeah, be caught cursing at traffic.
Yeah. I'm sitting outside of Cash and Carry, you know, my other home. So
right. So tell us what's going on with your business, because you have been the highlight of Cat for the last month, girl.
Well, if you can see behind me in my video, there's my barriers that I had to pick up in Portland yesterday. So the structure will be going up tomorrow morning. I have to go to the town and sign all the proper documents so that we can proceed further. But hoping that we can throw the structure up because it's halfway built already.
Right.
And ask for inspection on Friday and then have outdoor dining Saturday and Sunday.
Well, so, you know, we'll be there.
Yay.
Yeah. Super excited.
It was a long process and it was a great learning experience for me. And kind of like Stacy said, you know, not everyone knows me, but I came from a small town also, but I grew up there since I was 5. It's a whole different experience going to a small town, thinking that it feels the same as Kalama, but if you're doing business and that kind of thing, trying to get things done, it's a different process.
It is.
Yeah.
We're super excited to see where this fire is going to go. And you've set an amazing precedent on talk about pivoting a business. And you've set a great example on how to just keep going. So for those that don't know, Stephanie remodeled the spa restaurant downtown on Main Street and opened right before everything closed. So she has been at it, and she has had some really great creative marketing ideas. So, and the best fish and chips ever.
Yeah, thinking, well, I bought the building 2 years ago, and so I put the apartments in place first and then moved downstairs to the commercial space, thinking that opening after the first pandemic, you know, we opened September 5th. I thought, should be fine, you know, no problem. Yeah, wrong answer. So we'll struggle through it and it will be fine and we will make it. We've just had to taper things off and, you know, really look at our business plan. And it's tight, but we'll make it. So.
Well, you're a huge addition to the community, and I hope that you feel the support and the encouragement from fellow business owners who've written letters on your behalf and stood up to some of the barriers that you've had to deal with. So. Anybody else want to throw anything out there? We can go in the bank, Marissa says, so that's awesome. See your pretty face. We miss you.
Come on in.
Nice. All right, guys, we are going to, Cecile's got a little something.
I just want to introduce myself to this group. I know a lot of you, but I am hired through Wahkiakum County, and I'm standing up an employment services function here out. I'm defining what that is. It's program development, so I can serve all the population of people, either people moving to the area or people that live here that have some barriers and need some assistance, but also trying to serve our businesses, the businesses in the region, not only in Wahkiakum, but in the bordering counties and or states. So more to come on that. I just kind of wanted to throw that out as an initial view. And if you want to contact me, well, contact Stacy. She can share my contact information with you. Nice to meet you all.
Cecile has been busier than a cat licking cream over there. Guys, anything from COG?
We're here as a partner as well. For those that don't know, I'm Bill Fashing, and we also have Brandon on the line today. We do a variety of business assistance efforts as well. So if we can be of value in your efforts, let us know. I, like the Wahkiakum Chamber, have been thinking about trying to do this type of forum for many months now. And our first one is next week for the region. Brandon will be leading that. It'll be more focused on resources for businesses, trying to get information into people's hands. I'll get the information to the chamber, and we'll go from there. I did put something in the chat about the Lower Columbia Investment Network, which is a thing we're trying to stand up right now, where we match local people with some ability to invest in businesses with businesses that might need some small investments. And we'll be trying to move that into Wahkiakum County over the next few months. So if anyone is interested either in investing in businesses and or seeking investments, and it may be as little as $50 for or $100 for a new coffee maker, or those types of things, we're trying to get that up, and we'd be glad to visit and share more information if anyone's interested.
I do have that information in here in the office too, so
great.
Stop by the office if you haven't seen what we have going on. I'm always making up flyers and pamphlets. If you need a brochure for your business, let us know. We do lots of that good stuff. So because today is our first coffee chat, we're going to put everybody's name in a hat and draw a name out, and you'll get a free coffee from Patty's, which means you guys will have to come and visit Wahkiakum County. So
you're there.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. Thanks again for being here. I'm thrilled with the turnout, and tell your friends to join us next. It won't be next Wednesday. It'll be the Wednesday after at 9 o'clock. And we'll see you with your coffee cups.
Thank you very much, Stacy.
Have a beautiful day, guys.
Take care.
Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah.